Hello everyone, I am K. Devavani, Assistant Professor of Microbiology working in Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. In this video, I am going to explain the complement system, the alternative pathway, lectin pathway and the biological effects of complement system. In the previous video, I explained about the complement system, its properties and components of complement and the classical pathway of activation. Now in this video I am going to explain the alternative pathway of complement system. Once again briefing about the complement proteins. Complements are a group of proteins present in the serum in the form of inactive precursors and could be activated by the antigen antibody complexes, and they mediate biologically important functions. Complement is present in the serum of mammals and animals. It is non-specific, means complement from one species react with the antibodies from other species. Complement proteins are heat labile, which could be inactivated by heating the serum at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. Complement cannot bind to free antigen or the free antibody. It can bind only to the antibody that is already combined with the antigen. Not all the classes of immunoglobulin are able to fix the complement, but IgM and IgG, they can fix the complement. The complement components are labeled from C1 to C9, and it consists of 30 distinct serum proteins, properdin system and receptors. Based on the functions, complement components are classified into 7 types. That is already explained. Complement activation pathways are 3 types. One is classical pathway, second one is alternative pathway, and third one is elective. In the classical pathway, antigen antibody complex activates the complement proteins C1, followed by the binding of other complement proteins and leads to the formation of membrane attack complex. The second pathway is the alternative pathway. The alternative pathway is not dependent upon antibodies. It does not involve the complement proteins C1, C2 and C4, which are involved in the classical pathway. C3 protein is the central protein in the complement cascade, and the activation of C3 without the participation of C4b2A is known as a alternative pathway. The first experiment was demonstrated by Pillemer of properdin system. Properdin, a group of serum proteins having the antimicrobial defense without requiring the specific antibodies. Properdin system includes a group of serum proteins having the antimicrobial defense without requiring the specific antibodies. The activators for this pathway include bacterial endotoxins, zymosan. Zymosan means polysaccharide from yeast cell wall, bacterial cell wall fragments, viral envelope, and antigen fragments. The activators of the alternative pathway include the bacterial endotoxins, zymosans, and bacterial cell wall fragments, viral envelope proteins, and the antigenic fragments. Alternative pathway is initiated in 3 distinct ways. First one is tick over pathway. And the initiation by properdin. initiation by proteases. Like thrombin and kallikrein. Alternative pathway is initiated in three ways. One is the tick over pathway. Tick over means the C3 protein is constantly produced and it is spontaneously inactivated undergoing the tick over. The second one is initiation by properdin. The third one is initiation by proteases such as thrombins and kallikreins. Kallikreins are a group of serine proteases, the enzymes which are capable of cleaving the peptide bonds in the proteins. The first step in the pathway is binding of C3b to activator. C3b is continuously generated in the small quantities in circulation. C3b is continuously produced. How means at C3 at high concentrations it undergoes hydrolysis and produce C3H2O. This C3H2O it binds to another protein, that is factor B. C3b is produced continuously. How it is produced means at higher concentration C3 undergoes spontaneous hydrolysis and produce C3H2O. This C3H2O binds to another serum protein, that is factor B. Factor B is now become sensitive to the cleavage by another factor, that is factor D. Factor D is a serum protease. This factor D cleaves the factor B into small fragment and larger fragment. The small fragment BA it is diffused away and this larger fragment BB it binds to C3 and form a complex. That complex is called as a C3 convertase. C3 convertase is extremely labile and it cleaves many molecules of C3 into C3A and C3. Factor D is a serum protease that cleaves the factor B into BA and BB. The larger fragment BB joins with the C3 and becomes a C3 convertase enzyme. This C3 convertase now cleaves the C3 into C3A and C3B. This C3 convertase is formed continuously in the plasma and break down the C3 molecules. That leads to the production of C3A and C3B. In the presence of infection, these newly formed C3b molecules they bind to the microbial cell surface. In the presence of infection, newly formed C3b molecules bind to microorganisms on their surfaces. The factor B binds to C3b on the cell surface. Factor B is cleaved into two fragments, unequal fragments BA and BB by factor D. Now C3b and BB complexes are produced. They are produced on the surface of microbial membrane. This is unstable until it is bound by a properdin. Properdin is a protein from the serum. Addition of properdin form C3b BBP complex, which is a stable compound which can bind to additional C3b to form an alternative pathway of C5 convertase. C3b, BB, P. After binding the properdin, the complex that is produced binds to an additional C3b and form C5 convertase of alternative pathway. The steps here is the binding of C3b to the microbial surfaces, followed by the binding of factor B, which is cleaved by factor D into BA and BB. The small protein BA is released and form the BB protein. It joins with C3b, and as it is unstable, it is stable by a properdin protein. The properdin protein now binds to this complex, and this complex is called as a C3 convertase. This C3 convertase, it splits the molecules of C3 into C3a and C3b again. Then the C3b now binds to this C3b, BB and P complex, which forms a C5 convertase of the alternative pathway. This C5 convertase cleaves the C5 into C5a and C5b. Now C5b joins the cascade. The remaining steps are similar to that of the classical pathway. 6 and C7 follows and binds to the complex and prepares the cell for the lysis by C8 and C9. Finally, all the proteins are assembled on the cell surface, and it leads to the formation of membrane attack complex. This produces holes on the membranes of the microorganisms. The activation of C3 without the participation of C4b2a complex is known as the alternative pathway. C3b is continuously generated in the small quantities in the circulation. At high concentrations of C3, undergoes hydrolysis and produces C3H2O. This C3H2O binds to factor B. This is cleaved by factor D, produce BA and BB. This joins the cascade and C3BB. This is called C3 convertase. This C3 convertase is extremely labile, and it cleaves the molecules of C3 into C3A and C3b. Like this, C3b is continuously generated in small quantities. In the presence of infection, these newly formed C3b molecules, they bind to the microbial surfaces, and the factor B binds to the C3b, and that is cleaved by factor D and forms a complex C3b-BB complex, which is called as a C3 convertase, which is unstable, and it becomes stable by binding with the properdin protein. C3 convertase, it cleaves the C3 into C3a and C3b. It leads to the formation of C3b, BB and 3b. Again, 3a is released and 3b binds to the cascade. That is called as a C5 convertase. C5 convertase, here it consists of C3b twice and BB. P refers to properdin. The remaining steps are similar to that of the classical pathway, and this C5 convertase cleaves the C5 into C5a and C5b. C5a is released and C5a joins the cascade, and followed by the joining of 6 and 7 and many molecules of 8 and 9. That leads to the membrane attack complex, and finally leads to the lysis of the cell membrane. This is the alternative pathway of the complement. The next one is a lectin pathway. Picture 3 pathways are shown. Classical pathway, MBL. MBL means mannan binding lectin, and alternative pathway. Now I explain the lectin pathway. Lectin pathway is like to that of classical pathway. It proceeds through the activation of C3 convertase composed of C4b and C2a. The C3 convertase consists of C4b and C2a. But the difference here is not the antibodies that activate this pathway, but this pathway uses proteins. They are called as lectins. Lectins are the proteins that recognize the specific carbohydrate components present on the microbial surfaces. Mannan binding lectins are the first lectins that are demonstrated and capable of activating the complement. This MBL is constitutively expressed by the liver and it's structurally related to C1q. Mannan binding lectin. It belongs to the subclass of lectins known as collectins. MBLs belong to the subclass of lectins known as collectins. And there are other proteins called as phycolins which are structurally related to collectins. And also the additional initiators of the lectin pathway of complement activation. MBL is also an acute phase protein. Acute phase proteins are those proteins produced in the inflammation and its function is similar to that of C1q in the classical pathway. MBL is a large serum protein. It binds to the mannose, fructose, N-acetyl glucosamine of bacterial cell walls, fucose and other cell structures with mannose containing polysaccharides. And it binds to the mannose residues that are present on the microbial surfaces such as Salmonella, Listeria, Neisseria of bacterial species, Cryptococcus, Candida of fungi and the viruses such as HIV-1 and RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. MBL is associated in the serum with a protein that is called as MASP. MASP means MBL associated serine protease. There are 3 MASP proteins which are MASP1, MASP2 and MASP3. But most of the studies are pointed to MASP2. MASP2 structurally related to C1s. C1s, it can cleave both C2 and C4 and produce C4b2a, similar to that of classical pathway. Mannan binding lectins are the proteins present in the serum and they are associated with the MASP proteins, MBL associated serine proteases, and they recognize them and binds to the mannose, fructose, N-acetyl glucosamine of bacterial cell wall components and fucose cell structures with the mannose containing polysaccharides which are present in the microorganisms and the viruses or the fungi. MASP2 proteins are structurally related to C1s when they bind to the mannose residues present on the microorganisms, this C1s cleaves the complement proteins C4 into C4a and C4b. C4b joins, and this again cleaves the C2 into C2a and C2b. C2a joins the cascade. This is the C4b, 2a is the C3 convertase of lectin pathway. C4b, C2a is called C3 convertase, which is similar to that of the classical pathway. C3 convertase, it follows the same steps similar to that of classical pathway, that cleaves the C3 into C3a and C3b. C3b joins the cascade, and that forms a C5 convertase. Here it cleaves the C5 into C5a, C5b, and followed by the binding of 6, 7, 8 and 9 leads to the formation of membrane attack complex. Lectin pathway utilizes all the same components as classical pathway except the C1 complex and the lectin. Lectin replaces the antibody in recognizing the antigen. Once C3 convertase is formed, the reactions are same for the classical pathway. So it is about the lectin pathway of complement activation by the lectin proteins. Examples: mannan binding lectins, which form in associated in the serum with the MASP proteins. They recognize the mannose residues that are present on the microbial cell structures and cleaves the C4 and C2 and forms the C4b 2a complexes, which is called C3 convertase. C3 convertase, it cleaves the C3 into C3a and C3b, and the reactions are similar to that of classical pathway. In the picture, the three pathways are given. In the classical pathway, antibodies bind to the antigens, and in turn C1 complex bounds to this antigen antibody complex, followed by the cleavage of C4 and C2 and leads to the formation of C3 convertase. In the alternative pathway, it is not C4b and C2a, it is C2a, but here it is a C3b is continuously produced. That C3b, it binds to the factor B, which is cleaved by the factor D. That factor D cleaves the factor B into BA and BB. The BB joins C3b and BB. It is called as a C3 convertase. In the mannan binding lectin pathway, MBL plus MASP recognizes the mannose residues present on the cell structures of the microorganisms and leads to the cleavage of C4 and C2. Finally forms the C4b C2a C3 convertase. So in all these three pathways, C3 convertase is formed. The activation of C3 convertase is central to all these processes. Next, it leads to the formation of C5 convertase and leads to the formation of MAC. So once the C5 convertase is formed, then the steps are similar in all the pathways irrespective of the stimulant. Next is biological effects of complement. The complement mediates number of biologically important functions. They are: first one, it mediates the cytolysis and bacteriolysis. Lysis of the cells on the bacteria is by inserting the C5 to 9 complex, leads to the formation of MAC, that is membrane attack complex is formed. MAC, membrane attack complex, forms a large hole through the membrane of the pathogen, and that leads to the diffuse of ions and the molecules that are present in the cell. Finally disrupt the osmotic stability of the cell and killed by the influx of water and the loss of electrolytes. Like that, the complement mediates the cytolysis, lysis of the cells, and bacteriolysis by means of forming membrane attack complex. The second one is opsonization. The important function of complement is to facilitate the uptake and destruction of pathogens by phagocytic cells. The phagocytes, they contain receptors on its surface. They are CR1 complement receptor 1, CR2, CR3 and CR4. These receptors on the phagocytes, they bind to the complement. When the complement binds to the complement receptors present on the phagocytes, the phagocytosis process is enhanced. Then that enhanced phagocytosis is called as opsonization. So complement here acts as an opsonin. Next one is amplification of inflammation. When the complement proteins are cleaved into two unequal fragments, once the small fragments are released during the cascade reactions of all the pathways, and they help in the amplifying the inflammatory response, such as C3A and C5A are anaphylotoxic and chemotactic. Chemotactic means they attract the other cells to the site of the damage and brings about the lysis of the cell. Anaphylotoxic means they release the histamine, leads to the increase of capillary permeability. Next one is hypersensitive reactions. Complement participates in the hypersensitive reactions, which are the exaggerated immune responses harmful to the host. They are classified into type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Type 2 and type 3 hypersensitivities, in these reactions complement is involved. Type 2 hypersensitivity is also called antibody mediated cytotoxic hypersensitivity, and type 3 hypersensitivity is called immune complex mediated hypersensitivity. Complement has a role in these two types of hypersensitive reactions. Next one is endotoxic shock. Endotoxin is an effective activator of the alternative complement pathway. Endotoxins are those toxins that are present in the microbial organism, which are not released outside the cell. But when these endotoxins, they activate the alternative pathway, it leads to the C3 fixation and the adherence of a platelet. Toxin is an activator of alternative pathway. When these endotoxins, they fix the complement by alternative pathway, it leads to the intravascular coagulation that finally leads to the shock, that is called as the endotoxic shock syndrome. And the next one is immune adherence. Complement binds to the antigen antibody complexes. The complement which is bound to the antigen antibody complexes, when they adhere to the erythrocytes or to the platelets, then that is called as immune adherence. The complement binds to the antigen antibody complexes. If they bind to the erythrocytes or to the platelets, then that reaction is called as immune adherence. This has a defense mechanism against the microorganisms because the adherent particles are rapidly phagocytosed. For this process, C3 and C4 are necessary for this immune adherence. And the last one is enhancement of antibody production. Binding of C3b to the receptors on the B cells. B cells have a receptor for the complement proteins, that is C3b. It binds to the receptors present on the B cells. Binding of C3b to the surface receptors on the B cells leads to the enhanced production of antibodies in comparison of B cells which are activated by the antigen alone. B cells possess the receptors for the complement proteins. So, C3b when binds to these receptors on the activated B cells, it leads to the enhanced production of antibodies. Biosynthesis of complement. Various components of complement proteins are synthesized at various sites. For example, C1 is synthesized in the intestinal epithelium. Fractions of complement components are named from C1 to C9. C1 is synthesized in the intestinal epithelium. C2 and C4 are synthesized in macrophages. C5 and C8 in the spleen. C3, C6 and C9 in liver. Various components are synthesized at various sites, like C1 is synthesized in the intestinal epithelium, C2 and C4 are synthesized in the macrophages, C5 and C8 are synthesized in the spleen, C3, C6 and C9 are synthesized in the liver. Key points to learn and remember in the complement system is what is the definition of complement and the properties of complement, and the activation of complement by means of three pathways. One is classical pathway, the second one is the alternative pathway in which the properdin system is involved. So, here it is the properdin system, and the lectins, they are proteins present in the serum and which can bind to the mannose residues present on the microbial cell surfaces. Lectin pathway and the biological functions of the complement. With this, I am ending the topic on the complement system. Thank you for watching this video.